MIT in Cambridge, USA. MIT is the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. The idea here is to see the open courseware people, OCW, the one we learned about in one of the episodes. So we want to learn from MIT how OCW, that's the open courseware, is developed, managed, implemented, evaluated, so that we can learn a lesson or two from MIT on how NUSOER can further develop and further enhanced. So it's a matter of partnership between MIT and NUSOER, partnership between Harvard and NUSOER. And when we have been able to learn lessons from these two great institutions, we're going to soar high, so quite high. So this episode is about ranking and ranking of OER. I'm sure we are going to learn a thing or two from it. Enjoy. Well, I think the MIT people will learn a thing or two from us about ranking OER because we appear to be blazing the trail in this regard. Now, this is our lesson 1, and it's licensed under, the video is licensed under the Creative Commons Attribution 4.0 and is CC BY. Now, let me welcome all those who have registered for this training program. We are delighted that about 72 of the people from the Nigerian university system have been able to join us. So as at October 13, 2017, these are the rankers, those who are registered to take part in this training. Alphabetical order of name, so you can see this. I'd like to mention Dr. Agbo, who is our expert, who is the Commonwealth of Learning expert. We're glad that Dr. Agbo is able to be part of this training. And I'm sure you're going to pick out your name as I go along. I can see my name here. I'm also a student. And I'd like to make special mention of Professor Tenebe, Vincent Tenebe, the immediate past Vice Chancellor of National Open University of Nigeria. A very great scholar, great administrator in whom we are all very proud. He's offering service as Vice Chancellor at Taraba State University. How lucky can that university be to have somebody of Professor Tenebe's stature? So we are 72 in total. I welcome you all. So what shall we be learning in this lesson? There are two objectives. One is for you to be able to describe the rating scale for the instrument. And then the second thing, like I said, only two things. The layout of the OER platform for the ranking that the universities will have prepared. So what does the instrument look like? What does it look like? Yeah, the instrument looks like this. The instrument you and I will be using for the ranking looks like this. It has the university, the name, the OER link. So if you click on this link, it will take you to Abia State University OER repository. And then you are to score A indicator, B indicator, C indicator, D indicator. So what are these? Now that will take us to the scheme, the scoring scheme. So the instrument is exactly like this. These are the universities that have indicated interest to participate. There are 57 in total as of today. And then this is the scoring scheme, which let me go to it in a little bit more detail. Yeah, so the detail is as follows. You know that the universities will be scored on 8 items or 8 parameters or 8 indicators. The full text conference presentation, the full text non-copyrighted books, full text non-copyrighted lecture notes, journal articles, videos of lectures, project reports, theses, and dissertations. Number 7 is courseware, different formats, and the other varieties of OER that the university will have. Before going on to the repository, let me take you through the details of each of this. The details in terms of the scoring is like this. Let's take the full text conference presentations. Now, when all the conference presentations for every staff in the university will have been aggregated together on a page, you then count the number of entries that are active, not necessarily just having a listing of the conference presentations like in a CV, aggregating them as we said in an earlier video, but all the all the links that are active, we count them. If they are less than 100, the score is 0. If it's about 100 to 199 entries, is a score of 1. 200 to 299 is a score of 2. 300 to 399 is a score of 3. 400 to 500 is a score of 4. And anything above 500 is a score of 5. So for full text non-copyrighted books, the same scoring as you can see. For lecture notes, the same, and it goes on all the way the same, except for project reports, thesis, and dissertations. Now this in thousands, 5,000, and it goes all the way to 0. We're back to our 500. We're back to our 500, and that's it. So that is that completes objective number 1 in terms of theory. We're going to do a practice session during the course of this lesson. Yeah, so let's take on the second objective, which is the layout that is expected of the universities to set up their repository for ranking. Now, I'll walk you through that very quickly. So let's take, let me take you to our site, NUSOER ranking, which we showed you during the course of an earlier video. So you find the books. Before talking about the books, recall that we have these 8. Let me take from current slide. Excuse me. Yeah, we have these 8 items that will score the universities by: conference presentations, books, lecture notes, all of that. So if you now take it to the site that we just looked at, yeah, you find that you have the books, conference presentations. Let's count now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So these are the 8 items on which we have to score the universities. By way of summary of this introductory lesson, recall that we have the objective number 1 is on the instrument for scoring. So this is the instrument. You have the names of the university here. You have the OER links, although this will change because this is the original links that the universities provided. We're going to have another link to the platform that they have set up that will make scoring easy. And then these are the items will be scoring: A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, the 8 areas of interest. And the 8 areas are the ones that you can see here. The scoring scheme: A, this B, this C, this D, this E, and this F. And then the second objective is to see how the universities are expected to lay out their the site for ranking. So this is the demo site. We'll expect that the universities will have a site which will take us to all the books that they have aggregated, all the conference presentations, the courseware, journal articles, lecture notes, project reports and theses, videos, and then the others. So that brings us to the end of this introductory lesson. Please recall also that the second part of this lesson relates to the lesson we had on practical steps for setting up university OER repository, excuse me, which was given on October 5th, 2017. So we're coming to the end of this short lesson 1 of our training. So if you have any questions, do not hesitate to email me or send me a text. Until lesson 2, it is bye, and thank you for your